friend and I ended up falling out because she decided to drop her baby off unannounced to go meet up with a man on Instagram that she met less than a month ago. So last weekend she texted me, she's like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I tell her, I say, you know, I'm just relaxing, just chilling, I'm in the house for tonight. She says, okay, perfect, because I need a favor. Now, before I'm even able to text her back and say, hey, like, what's up, like, what do you need? She texts me, she said, oh, I'm dropping the baby off at 6 o'clock. Now, granted, I've kept her son before on multiple occasions, and it was no problem before, but it was always planned. There was never anything abrupt or saying that I'm dropping the baby off. It's always, can I drop the baby off? So that was a red flag right there for me. So I call her because I'm a little bit confused, because what do you mean you're dropping your son off to me? So when we get on the phone, she said, yeah, I met this guy on Instagram a couple weeks ago. He wants to go out for drinks. I really need this night out. Now, granted, being a single parent, I totally understand, like, you need a night out, but don't assume that I'm going to just keep your kid because we're friends. Now, if it was an emergency, cool. But to go meet a man that you just met, no. So when I tell her, I'm like, you know, don't assume that I'm available to keep the kid because I'm staying in the house tonight. She says, well, I thought that you wouldn't mind because you always say that you love him. Love doesn't matter. So at this point, she proceeds to drop her son off. And I kind of just let it fly. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll keep the kid, but this doesn't need to happen again. So she tells me, she's like, you know, I'll be back around 10:30, not too late. Cool. So mind y'all, she said she was going to be back around 10:30. Why she didn't get back to my house until 1:30 to get her kid? So at this point, the baby is asleep. She comes in laughing, joking, being loud, and everything like that. I literally have the baby in one arm and the baby stuff in the other because you were supposed to be back a couple hours ago. So the fact that you would literally sit up there and waste my time like that, I don't appreciate that. So she tells me, she has the audacity to say, girl, please don't be mad. The night went a little bit longer than I expected. You damn skippy. So I tell her, I said, a little bit late. You were supposed to be back at 10 o'clock. She sits there and she rolls her eyes at me as if I'm the crazy one. So as I'm standing there pissed off, she literally says, oh, I didn't think it was that serious. I just needed a break. You're the parent, not me. Now, this is the fact that I broke the camel's back. Do y'all know she had the audacity to tell me, you don't even have kids. You don't know how hard it is to be a single parent. I thought you would be a little bit more supportive of me instead of judging me. Excuse me? Okay. So at this point, I didn't want to argue. The baby was sleeping. It's late. Go ahead, take your baby. Be safe. Keep it pushing. I wake up the next morning. Do y'all know this bitch blocks me? She blocks me on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't even use Twitter. TikTok. Every single thing that she could think of, she literally blocked me. So at this point, I kind of leave it alone because me and my friends were big on communication for the most part, I thought. So at this point, I kind of just give her space. Keep pushing. But this is what got it. Tell me why my cousin sends me a screenshot of something that a bitch posted on her Facebook. The meme says something about real friends help friends without keeping score. But the caption is what got it. The caption reads, y'all moms know sometimes we need one night to breathe. If you don't get it, you're not my tribe. Hashtag single mom life. Hashtag cutoff season. For one, bitch, don't nobody use hashtags like that. You're pressed. So now I'm the bad guy. Okay. So mind you, this was last weekend. So Thursday night, I go to Target, right? I run into a mutual friend. She asked me, she said, oh, have you talked to such and such? And I'm like, no, because, you know, I tell her what happened. She looks at me as if she's seen a ghost. So she just looks at me with a confused face. She goes, that's so crazy because she's sitting up here telling people that you begged to babysit and decided to switch up when she dropped the baby off. What? Anybody know me? I'm not begging nobody to babysit their kids. Will auntie come get the kids? Yes, but never begging. At this point, I just bust out laughing in the store because this bitch deserves an Oscar. So basically, that was it. And mind you, this wasn't like our first run-in. So at this point, the friendship is kind of canceled. So don't get over here and say, oh, you're telling your friends business, because no,